Hi, thank you for the support and thank you for supporting each other. Okay, thank you for the likes. My channel is all about relationship with self first, okay? Because we're looking for a healthy relationship outside of ourselves. But it comes from managing the emotions, all right? Because when it comes to using our intuition, it'll be very helpful when it comes to the cardinal, okay? So now we're looking at someone's career, someone's reputation, okay? And we're looking at profession, we're looking at achievements, we're looking at morals and conditions, okay? Because now we're looking at the cardinal part of our direction of where our life goals are going, the prestige positions that we are in, and our positions, okay? Because looking at the second house, all right? So the second house is all about I have, okay? So the second house is all about how you present yourself and how others see you, okay? So this is all about the environment, all right, how you influence, okay, because this is your physical appearances, your self-awareness, okay, because this is about your cardinal, all right. This is about maybe someone that is an artist, a gardener, or a singer, or a builder, okay. So I'm looking at determinations towards our career. We need to come out of the laziness, the jealousy, the self-overindulgent. Use your intuition so you don't stay in the energy of stubbornness or possessiveness. So now we're looking at reliability, we're looking at materialism, looking at how we love when it comes to planting earth, right? Remember, earth means being practical. That's the lesson of service, okay? Because now you've got to look at your Pisces, okay? Using your intuition, okay? Because you care. So I could be talking to a photographer or a poet or a healer, okay? So now we're looking at a director, all right, or someone that's very artistic, very charitable, okay? You could be thinking about someone, or someone thinks about you as being very creative, okay? You could be a very introverted person, or you're thinking of bringing peace, all right? So our first card we're looking at, okay, we're looking at the energy of being very artistic with our intuition, okay? And we're looking at maybe a Taurus and a Pisces is lying, stealing, cheating in your energy. Okay, now we're looking at Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is all about theft, betrayal, dishonesty, and someone trying to get away with it. Okay, this is someone stealing personal information, okay, private information by staying in the group, okay, in an environment where they're parading as a friend. Okay, because now we're looking at lying on the thoughts or moving away from a Cancer, Pisces, Taurus person, or having that feeling someone is lying, stealing, cheating, because now we're in the Aquarius energy, okay? So Aquarius, you could be thinking of, all right, it's all about humanitarian, being inventive, being an individual person. So we're looking at intellectual innovation. So someone's lying about moving and lying and stealing someone's innovations. Could be an Aquarius person that's very individualistic, or a Cancer person. So now we're looking at a different perspective. Someone's looking at a different perspective about you, or you could be very unique, just how this person feels about you. But you can come off very unpredictable, because that's visionaries for you, all right? Very eccentric, okay? So now we're looking at a pathway where maybe someone's faith has been tested. When it comes to self-control and self-discipline, you have to balance the feminine and masculine energy in oneself. So this could be a Cancer, Aquarius, or Aries person, okay? So I am moving as a soul, having a human experience, but someone in my energy I know is lying, stealing, cheating, personal and private information, parading as a friend within the second house, all right? Using the Pisces energy, someone very artistic, okay? Someone that uses their imagination, but in the wrong way. They're trying to escape from it because they're very careless, all right? And now we're looking at indecisiveness, because now in our pathway, we've seen we're moving in the thoughts with someone stealing, cheating, and lying, trying to get away with it. Okay, so now we're looking at traveling. So maybe someone's on their pathway traveling, here today, gone tomorrow, or someone very promiscuous, okay? You could be talking about a Leo person, or the energy of our will be traveling, okay, making a decision. It's come with obstacles and delays. So now we're in the energy, okay, of air sign. The energy, all right, started off with the lesson of brotherhood, humanitarian, but there seems to be lies and someone being very deceptive, okay, lying, cheating, stealing, okay. So now we're looking at the movements of this person on their pathway, because now we have an insight into someone that's traveling around very speedily, very lustfully, in and out here tomorrow, and now we know why, because they're taking a risk. Okay, so now we're taking a leap of faith. Use your intuition. We're going back to the old days of no laptops, all right, and with no mobiles or no GPSs, all right, and no sat navs. We use the intuition to trade in. So someone could be trading, or someone is a traitor. Okay. Now we're looking at a situation where someone is lying in an institution, okay, where there's art, all right, or someone that's very religious or married or in a high level commitment, but you got to use your highest self, okay, or someone you're living with, right, or someone you're building an estate with or mega projects with, okay. So now we're looking at the energy, okay, of a lie coming down, maybe a King of Wands, all right. King of Wands is all about that masculine, that's bold, is a bold leader. He's a visionary, okay. He has the power, he has the will, all right. He has the I am very strong within the soul, but somebody is lying. So now the ego is coming down because someone that they are moving with in their pathway, okay, is very in and out here today, gone tomorrow, because they're in this travel, because they're very promiscuous. So now we have an insight coming from the highest self about a foundation coming down, because it was built on lies, deception, okay, and trickery. So now someone is looking at maybe someone's car or moving, all right, because someone in a King of Wands energy, or the King of Wands you're thinking of, is moving and or planting a foundation with the devil, all right. This is the energy of someone that's in addiction, greed, okay, and materialism, and they're quite obsessive in moving in this pathway, all right, for materialism. So now we're looking at someone is also in the energy of doing dark spiritual practices within the energy of a fire sign person, okay. So now we're looking at a pathway, all right, I'm trying to bring down the foundation, because when you build a foundation on lies, deception, all right, it's called you're building on a false ground, okay. So when you build on this false ground, this is when the devil energy comes in, do you understand? And now it's bringing down your foundation, because it was built on lies and deception. Remember, everything starts from self first, okay. So now we're looking at a pathway of maybe a very immature, toxic feminine, all right, that has very toxic emotions. They're not very healing, not very nurturing, okay. Or the masculine is looking at a pathway and wants to move towards a feminine that's a water sign person, that's a very nurturing person, very psychic, all right, and it's a healer, all right, very intuitive, someone they feel very close by, or they feel very conflicted within the mind, because there's Queen of Cups, all right, could be very a motherly person, all right, is very evil, all right, very witchy, okay, a very mean-spirited person within this institution, religion, or high commit relationship, all right, because they come with the Five of Swords. Five of Swords, okay, is about bullying, theft, all right, someone slandering somebody, okay, within this pathway, all right, with violence, okay, and mental, physical abuse, all right, and this person's trying to get away with it, and they're trying to win at any cost, all right. So now this masculine is thinking of defeating the devil energy, okay. So now we've defeated the devil energy, we're now planting a new foundation, this time with the intuition, okay, because before we realized when we're a player and we build on a false foundation, it's just going to come down again, okay. So now we've seen these challenges and obstacles that we can get through if we trust the intuition, we build it from scratch, all right, with our psychic gifts and our spiritual guides by using your highest self, the highest thought of self. So we could be looking at a spiritual teacher, but at the moment, someone's doing evil spiritual practices, all right? And it's not healthy for one's foundation. So this is why the ships had a difficulty coming in to plant a foundation. But now it's not, because maybe an air sign person is planting their foundation from the intuition. So now they're coming out of difficulties into calmer waters, especially to the mind, because now you have your spirit guides guiding you, okay? Because when you're in the boat of self, that's like the shell, within you is your soul, which is the rod. Now you've got your spirit guides helping you to move you out of difficulties so you can plant a foundation. So this Queen of Cups can plant their own foundation on their own because they're too promiscuous, all right? And they're using dark spiritual practices to build their foundation on lies and deception, trying to act like a good, holy person, maybe with a Taurus person within this institution to say, I have power, I have a position, okay, and I have a position of prestige. Okay, so now we're looking at the Pisces. You know, you have to understand you've got to walk away from people, things, and places that would give you calmer thoughts. All right, because we could be talking to a photographer, a builder, all right, or a director, or a poet, a healer. All right, or you could be talking to or thinking of someone that's a nurse, or you could be a nurse. Okay, so now we're in the energy of allowing the spiritual teachers that's connected to our highest self, that have the spiritual wisdom, okay, to come along and help us, all right, plant our foundation with calmer minds at peace. Because when the greatest temples in ancient times were built, it was built in silence, peace, using the intuition. So God can tell us which moves to make by using the right people, things, and places to help build a foundation, which is your spirit guides, okay? Because now we're looking at the Hierophant. This is about tradition, this is about conventional, this is about expectations, okay? Or it could be unorthodox practices. Because now we're looking at messages from the highest self, from our spirit guides on all four corners of the world. Now they're here to help with the speed of this movement, to help us come out of difficulties, because we seek to come out of difficulties, all right, by using the highest self, all right? We're going to be very traditional with it, okay? So now we're looking at speed, fast actions, making plans, goals, all right? Because this is Sagittarius, all right? This is the 8 of Wands, okay? So 8 of Wands, my darlings, all right, it's about taking action, all right? But you have to make a quick speed action with your intuition, but using your highest self. So someone's taking speed action with messages within an institution, all right? Could be a Taurus person or Aquarius person or Aries person, planting a foundation, okay? So now we're looking at healing. This is beautiful, because now when you build things on false ground, okay, this is when the devil comes in, as I said, as you're building. So now it's all coming down. But this is when the star comes in and starts healing the situation. Okay, so now we're looking at the energy of the star. All right, so we could be looking at famous people within an institution of arts or fabrics, or we could be talking about someone that's a natural healer. Okay, someone or somebody that's a water sign person, a Capricorn person, or a Cancer person, or an Aquarius person is looking at building their foundation, but very not on the healing aspect of oneself. So now an Aquarius person comes in, the beacon of light is now bringing in the healing. Maybe someone lied on an Aquarius about their foundation, about who they were, all right? But now we're bringing the sun, all right, the sun and the star, maybe a Leo person, okay? Because now maybe the Aquarius person is a soul, all right, soulmate that's coming with healing, all right? Because now you're looking at the Aquarius star, all right? It's about renewal, it's about hope, it's about inner clarity, it's about the divine feminine, okay? It's about being a spiritual person, but very free at the spirit, with love, faith in God, all right? Or maybe this is something just in the spotlight, or maybe this industry that's in the spotlight, all right, is building a foundation on a false ground, okay? Because now we're looking at the Leo, or the strength. The inner strength is weak when you build on false ground. So now we're rebuilding on strength, with the lion and lioness being very strong within themselves, all right? Because now we're looking at unconditional love, right? So someone feels like they love you, unconditional love, right? But there was a toxic situation within the pathway of this movement, maybe towards a sweetheart, okay? So now we're looking at changing, having a different perspective of how we build our foundation. Because remember, this is when you build something on lies, deception, acting as a friend, but you're not. You're there for one reason, to control someone's movement, someone's power, or someone's beacon of light, and they're a sweetheart. Now, when you do that, the devil comes in, okay, and starts doing the madness, all right? This is when the angels come in, okay, and they make who's good, who's not. Do you understand? All right, because this is like the prosecutors, because you've got 12 juries, all right, within the system, right, when it comes to justice, okay, the justice system. So now the 12 juries are the 12 star signs. So you have earth angels that come in, okay, and they do whatever they do. No, this is not the prosecutor, this is the jury, sorry. This is the juries. Sorry, mistake. They're the juries, 12 jurors. So they're coming in to balance the situation. The earth angels have come in to balance the situation for a Queen of Cups. That's probably on a pathway thinking about an Aries person that's moving in a toxic situation with an earth sign person, a Leo person that was meant to be building a foundation within the energy of the star, but they built on a false foundation. Okay, so now maybe the King of Pentacles is looking at swiftly coming in to build a new foundation, because now the Queen of Cups, or maybe a sweetheart, okay, is the most loving woman on the deck, is helping maybe a Leo Sagittarius person to bring in the I will seek within myself, my feminine energy, or how I deal with my sweetheart, because now we're bringing a toxic situation within our foundation. So our foundation is going to start off very fragile. Okay, so maybe the masculine you're thinking of is a King of Pentacles. He's now got help, maybe from his spiritual mother, okay, but they're looking at a burden, because now there's a devil within the energy of the ego, or someone's institution, someone's home, but it's someone's foundation. It could be a Cancer person, Leo person, Aquarius person, Sagittarius person, or just a water sign woman, okay? So now this masculine, maybe a King of Pentacles, is now looking at moving away from this promiscuous feminine and building a new foundation, because he doesn't feel right. It's time to turn his back, and they're both turning their back on each other. There's too much immaturity. Yeah, trying to work together, maybe with a King of Swords. And it's a mystery. It's a secret, but they have an insight. Yeah, they have an insight about celebrations, festive times, reunions, maybe estates, major projects. There's a missed opportunity in the past. They're going to defend. They're going to defend balance, fairness, and truth now. Maybe a King of Swords. So now we're looking at planting a foundation. Yeah, a new one, new institution. It's not working. It was unorthodox practices. It was dark spiritual practices. They were building on bad foundations, illusions, all of that. It has to heal. Yeah, maybe someone's thinking about a Queen of Wands. Maybe they want to marry this person, Queen of Wands. Send a message. Someone that's very creative. They can use their intuition, psychic gifts to go through any blocks. She's very open with her creativity. She doesn't mind sharing. She gets a lot back, you know what I mean? Because she's mastered the energy of the Queen of Wands we just saw, right? But the Queen of Cups, she hasn't mastered her Queen of Cups. She needs to master the Queen of Cups. She's upside down if she's next to the devil. She's not a sweetheart. She pretended to be a sweetheart, and it's a burden for this institution. Maybe a Sagittarius and a Taurus person with a water woman, maybe. Take it as it resonates. So now we're looking at King of Wands coming out of difficulties after an insight, and at this fast speed movements, messages going around an institution. It has to be rebuilt. There was one built, or maybe it's a spiritual teacher, or this institution has to go. It has to come all the way down, or maybe it's been through a fire, it's been through something. It's going to go through some very big catastrophic event till it's going to see its own foundation. It's going to be nothing but seeing its foundation, but the foundation will be healed, because the foundation has got the star, the healer, but at the top it was built on lies and deception. People pretending that they're friends within this movement, but no, maybe an Aquarius is looking back at this movement, because now you've got two foundations. So maybe they tried it twice, in, out, here today, gone tomorrow, but it's not working. It's like people just keep trying to fix things that don't work. I told you might just take your money, go outside and just use it as a bonfire. It's ridiculous. And I'm looking at the higher self. The messages, fast movements are going on. Fast messages. Speed actions. Yeah, about unrequited love. About spiritual romantic journey. About obstacles. About changing the confusions of a vampire energy and being prepared and prompt by the spiritual world in safety and passion. And someone's coming in quite fast. Someone can talk very, very fast. An air sign person, maybe an Aquarius person that's coming out of difficulties because they found the star within them. Yeah, they've done the soul searching. So you seek the soul, you seek your truth. And you walk away from people, things, and places that don't serve for your highest good. I could be talking about King of Wands. Yeah, he's going to have a happy ever after. So looking at love and support, but tying up one or two loose ends, because he's an alchemist. You got to master all four elements of the earth. Fire signs, you're born to inspire. You're the lesson of power. Earth signs, you're about practicality, okay? You are the inspiration. You're the one about lesson of service. And air signs, you're about intellect. You're the lesson of brotherhood, all right? You're about humanity. And water, you're about emotions. You're about the lesson of peace with your feelings. So how did you create heaven and earth within you so we can create heaven and earth outside of ourselves without the lying, stealing, cheating, and doing the most madness? So this masculine's gone within. Yeah, and a Queen of Swords has gone within, and their pathway is a reunion after nightmare, stress. King of Pentacles wants a reunion, celebration. King of Pentacles seeing the truth, clarity, and he wants fairness, justice, and truth. Walking away from people, things, and places. Maybe a water sign and an earth sign person. Maybe a Cancer person after secrets, illusions, delusions, about slander, trying to win at any cost. You know, it was a horrible battle, man. There was abuse, mental, physical, and emotional abuse. So now they got the inner strength, maybe a Leo person, to hold back or to hold on to a Queen of Swords, or they held back from a Queen of Swords, and now they built a false foundation and now having a painful ending about unalignments, unbalancing, soulmates. Oh. Sparkling ideas, anyway. Sparkle, sparkle. So now we're in the energy of moving forward. I wonder if I should use these. I've never used these before with that. All right, let's use these with that. And maybe I should get these ones. Yeah, get these ones. Okay, so now we're looking at a situation where there's lying, stealing, cheating, doing the most. I should have used these ones first. Or should I just continue? And there's a bridge again. I just moved it. Religious. All right, we'll put 3 at the top maybe. All right, what's the situation? Okay, so now we're looking at a situation, lying, stealing, cheating, and building a foundation on the 4th ground. Now we're coming into healing. Yeah, we're starting again. And somebody was lying because they're either very immature, or someone was lying about a beginning. All right, or someone's lying and stealing, cheating. But somebody's lying maybe about a child, giving bad spiritual information, and they're lying about a child. Or they think within this environment someone is slandering a child, and now they're coming to tear down people's foundation. Because people don't have no self-discipline and no self-control. Lying, stealing from a child. Or someone that's very innocent, very pure, maybe a curious person. Okay? So now we're looking at that energy, all right? of love, okay? So now we see love, a lover, okay? Built a foundation on false ground, maybe a Taurus, Pisces person. Line about love, okay? What was it again? Number two was here. Number two, here I am. I can't remember what it was now. So anyway, we're looking at a movement. Somebody's moving, lying, stealing, cheating, but someone's very innocent. Maybe an Aquarius person, a lover that's moving as a soul, having a human experience, all right? Or maybe we're looking at a situation where somebody's moving with someone's information or messages, and they're lying, stealing, cheating, personal, private information on this pathway, okay, to become a privileged lady. So this earth sign person, Taurus person, a Pisces person, maybe a Queen of Cups, is lying so they can hold on to their cardinal, to be a privileged person, so they can walk around in prestige and luxury within their environment as unrequited love. All right, so now we're looking at promiscuous feminines. All right, that's very snobbery. Could be very hard-headed, but very witchy women that are stealing and cheating and trying to get away with it. So now they're causing losses and decays when it comes to trading, all right? Because it's too much promiscuity, too much traveling, making money and using more money than making money because they want expensive travels and stuff that don't make no sense. So now we're looking at someone that's trying to steal and cheat and making losses to stay in a prestige position. So they're being slivery. This person is a very slivery person, very deceptive within this institution. And now this institution has an insight about these privileged women, maybe a Queen of Cups and an earth sign person, Pisces, Taurus person, okay? Because now we're looking at the energy, all right, of them being very sneaky, very manipulative, all right, and trying to get away with it. So you're looking at very deceptive people, slithering around, being a snake, lying, stealing, cheating, and nibbling off trading investments from businesses. So now we're looking at a problem that there's maybe two feminines within this masculine's energy that are stealing, cheating, and doing the most. So now we're looking at breaking down a foundation and rebuilding and healing a courtship. Maybe with an Aquarius person that's innocent, all right, and that's pure, okay, and maybe they want to have a baby, okay. So now we're looking at purity and we're looking at expectations. So this masculine is looking at expecting to heal with an Aquarius person. They want to rebuild a foundation with strength and will and confidence as the lion and the lioness. So now we're looking at honors, recognition, okay. So maybe a lover has had rewards back in the past, all right, but they're lying, stealing, cheating for a new beginning to move around. So they took these messages, private and personal informations, all right, on their pathway, because this privileged lady wants to stay around with luxury, to act like they're the prestige, all right. So this person could be very snobbery, all right, one of those that feel like everyone else is beneath their feet, okay. So now we're looking at a very promiscuous person, a privileged lady, to stay in this position, okay. So this position isn't what they needed. It could be a Pisces, all right, or a Taurus person to say that I have, okay, because I care about being a promiscuous person. So now this privileged lady is going around stealing, cheating, and doing the most, all right, taking creativities about spiritual journeys of these lovers with Aquarius person, okay, and also making changes, okay. So now this lover is spying, could be a Taurus or Pisces person, an Aquarius person about their foundation and how they healed. So they were taking these messages and stealing, cheating out of the drawers of this masculine's home. All right, that's why they wanted to move with this masculine on their pathway. These messages were talking about spiritual destiny. Okay, so this privileged lady got involved and went into collaboration with an Aries person, because they went flowing in. They went flashing in very quickly when they found out about a dreamer trying to get in touch with a King of Wands, right? And maybe an Aries person. So now this privileged lady, an earth sign person, Taurus person, or Pisces person, they are an embarrassment, all right? Within our pathway, they bring a burden, okay? Because this person likes to gossip, be very malicious, all right? And they're not unwilling to change, all right? Because they're stealing, cheating, and doing the most, slithering around like a snake, okay? So now this privileged lady on this pathway is very promiscuous, all right? So she goes around gossiping, and what she did, she slandered about a baby. They were mocking about a baby, okay? So now, on this pathway, there's a memory about unions, but it was stolen. And everyone's going to remember about this thief being a bully and mocking about a child, a spiritual child at the same time. So now we're looking at a problem with a privileged lady, all right? Because now they're up at night because they know they're a snake, maybe a Taurus, Sagittarius, Pisces person. Because they were looking at changes, but they bring challenges, okay? Because they wanted a victory. So now they're suffering in the darkness, okay? They're looking at prosecution. So they wasn't being precautious neither. So they're looking at these spiritual teachers, okay? So they saw the innocence of an Aquarius person, and they started lying, stealing, cheating, and acting like they were friends. And this Aquarius person is a dreamer. So they tried to steal the dreams of messages for their satisfaction and their comfort. So they started moving around with no self-discipline and no self-control. So they started to coach people, collaboration of people, because this air sign person, Aquarius person, bring lots of ideas, okay, and knowledge. But on this journey with an Aries person, they found out about this messages from a dreamer. So then this privileged lady, Taurus person, a Pisces person, could be one person in one or two feminines, all right, came in and bring obstruction, okay, and bring in a binding contract, okay, by doing unspiritual, bad practices, dark spiritual practices, unorthodox practices within a spiritual place or religious place, okay? So now we're looking at a bind of commitment. So this sweetheart coached about a commitment, right, with a fire sign person, but a privileged lady, earth sign person, Taurus, and a Pisces person, or one person in one, came in with their embarrassment self, all right, with their lips that sink ships, okay, and came in with a promiscuous self, someone that likes to walk around and sleep around to plant their foundation, okay, and not just sleep around and get men to plant their foundation, they also like to lie, steal, and cheat for people's things. So this earth sign person, Pisces person, Taurus person came in and saw a jackpot from a Leo person. They saw rewards, fortune, and a jackpot. They thought, yeah, blessings on my side. So they got a big fat check. Oh, yeah. So they can do trading, okay? Because they're traitors. So now we're looking at the insight, the actions, and the intentions of these so-called spiritual people that go around this institution that act like they're godly and giving advice to everybody else to be an inspiration. But within this journey for their ships to come in by trading, because the masculine went with a bully with her messages of dreams, they went into overindulgence because they were happy about this trade. So they went and done projects together. So they were happy that these messages came in about a reunion from a spiritual person. Could be an Aquarius person that was sent by the spiritual teachers. So now they're looking at overindulgence. They were indulging in this jackpot, and they took these spiritual contracts and started bullying and coaching people. And this air sign person didn't get nothing. So now we're looking at the spiritual teachers are now coming in, because they had a plan, a management, and organized. So when they went with these dreamers' information, they stole it. They went to this institution and they started planning and organizing and started managing for projects. So they started traveling. They started doing festive times, overindulgence and spending, but on the information given by the dreamer, okay, that was given dreams by God and the highest self, okay, because her highest self is connected to God and her spiritual teachers. Like, she could be connected to people like Richard Pryor, or she could be connected to Princess Diana, okay? So she's connected to quite a few greats, all right? So now this courtship was built on a foundation that wasn't real, and that's what the dreamer dreamt about in her dreams, okay? It could be an Aquarius person that saw a courtship that's not in public, but in public, but they're building this foundation on false ground through the information given from a dreamer. So now this dreamer is planting her own foundation because she was initiated by the spiritual guides, by God, to plant a foundation, because an Aquarius person is very comfortable with her creativity. So the devil came in, a Leo person went with the devil and gave them advice. Instead of going back to a dreamer and having a conversation, instead they went to a Taurus person or a Pisces person. So now the devil is angry, because now they thought the Aquarius person would be a mental institution. Nope, they wanted her to be inadequate. So now there's a tension over there. Yep, because now there's a courtship, okay? Maybe a Queen of Cups is looking at a courtship, because now she's seeing the devil is going to be sued. All right, the attention's going right on to the devil, because this Queen of Cups, Pisces and Taurus person made a vow, a wish and a hope to bring burden to an Aries, Sagittarius person with obstruction, contracts and binding by doing unorthodox practices in this institution. All right, so they can create and become the originals. All right, but no, these people are inadequate and now they're going to be sued. All right, so now we're going into these people, we understand, worship the devil. Okay, so now we're going to apply our own foundation, because the Aquarius is the one eye. She's bringing luck, she's bringing reward, she's bringing finance and luck to help the masculine to come out of a difficult situation. But instead of him coming out of a difficult situation out of his mind, he went to overindulge with a bunch of women and didn't even look, just left the sleeper all on her own, innocent, in the corner. So now we're looking at the eye that saw all the evil that's surrounding this masculine and this institution. They were looking for luck, fortune and rewards. This masculine could be looking at a Taurus person, maybe he married, all right? So now we're looking at bringing in justice now. And that's what the masculine King of Wands is thinking about, okay? Because a Taurus or Pisces person went in very friendly, very joyfully, interacted, oh yeah, and left nothing for the sweet dreamer. So now we're looking at justice now about these messages. They went very speedily to everybody else. They all made money, all made plans, all went to this institution, no group of them. Oh yeah, there you go. So they went to a management plan, organization, planning, about this projection, about mind reading. So now I'm looking at checkers. Now they're going through losses, because that's what they wanted for an Aquarius person that was expecting a courtship and a beginning with a soulmate, but the soulmate went for rewards, recognition with a Taurus or Pisces person. All right. So now we're looking at a situation where Aquarius person is healing. She's expecting to heal. Okay. And at the back of her, this masculine is looking, because what they wanted, the original creator, the Aquarius, to be in illness and very fragile in disease within a mental institution, where she's just watching outside the window like she's got cats everywhere. You know the cat lady? And she goes around, don't come over here, move over here, you bloody sods, go over here. You know those ones? Oh my days, I remember I was younger, I just had a flashback, I was younger. Oh my days, we lived on the 15th floor. Oh my gosh, and when that lift was out, it was horrendous. And we got burgled as well, it was horrible. So then this man used to always come out, because we wanted to play on the balcony, and he always came out, man. Oh no, shut up on them all, come off on the balcony. Oh, it was horrible. So you probably don't want to see one of those miserable old people, you know. Don't want to interact with anyone, just miserable. Nope, sorry. The Queen's got the inner strength. No, because who he went with, a Taurus and Pisces person, is weak. They praise the devil. All right. So moving forward, we're looking at the Leo, the strength, the will, about this devil. And now the protest is here. And again, thank you, everyone, community, for helping us, all right? Helping me and helping us support each other, okay? So let's like, subscribe, and support each other even further. Because when it comes to the unknown, it's about spirit. You've got to be careful about entities, all right? Because remember, you got gold, oil, diamonds. That's the devil energy that drives you into obsession, greed, envy. You start saying lies, cheating, stealing, doing the most. And then you go around telling people, thank God. Oh, my God, God gave me this and gave me that. And when you start doing that, what are you doing? Blasphemy. Saying God's name in vain. You're lying. God did not do that for you. You went into the devil energy and got that. So this is when these people are going to perish, all right? Or they're going to spiritual prison, or prison of the mind, okay? Or earth's prison. Simple, one of the three or all three. There's no two ways about it. So now we're looking at the spirit guides came in because there was a burden to help the soulmates, because the spirit guides have a vow, all right, to help them. All right, because they have a spiritual contract to build a temple and a few books. And this is what this Billy Bully, and Genevieve Niger wants to bully. But Genevieve Niger don't know me, you know. She better park herself, go find your daddy. Little girl, go find your daddy. Because you're not playing with me, little girl. All right. So now we're looking at moving forward as a spiritual teacher. Because you're the all-seeing eye. That's a blessing. So now this masculine wants to come in and compromise, make an agreement, reconciliation. Because he's considered his luck with his bully. Alright? So now we have a problem. This masculine is looking at a problem of two women. Yeah, because he's an immature sausage that invited an innocent people, alright, into a conflict because they can't sort out their poodle. Men, if you want to go out there sleeping with the world, if you know you like someone and that person's attracted to you and they're trying to talk to you, all right, sorry, babe, I'm with someone, move forward. If we catch up later, we catch up later. There's 8 billion people in the world. Why are you trapping people? Oh, you just stay right there for a minute. Let me go and see if this one works out and I'll come back to you. But let people know what you're doing. It's disrespectful, man, because now the tables are turned. Now people don't like it. Remember, it's karma. We go through cycles. I don't care what anyone says. If you believe in karma, believe in God, I don't care. Because the law is the law when it comes to spirituality. And then all everyone does is what? Blame the universe and blame God. Are you working with the universe? No. Are you working with God? Obviously not. All right? So now we're looking at someone that went in. A king of wands is glutton. Okay, he went for greed with his overindulgence, Genevieve Niger. Okay, so now we're looking at King of Wands, all right, bringing in equality. Because on the King of Wands' head was endless madness. And on the King of Wands' head, like I had a dream, this is what Genevieve Niger wanted. Okay? And I'm not taking it back. They want endless harm. So now there's a conflict between two because the all-seeing eye saw it. Instead of the masculine telling the truth, oh yeah, I got messages from you. Instead, you went with Genevieve Niger and done the most. Made money while I'm in the cold. My hands are freezing and I'm making my own money for 12 years. And finally, I am here. I'm very proud of myself. Very proud of myself. So now there's an ending to this overindulgence and this unrequited love. It's madness. It was planned. There you go. Accident. Saw it. God told me. Tell that man the truth. And it's going into a book. So now we're going for a new adventure. Because now we're going to write a book. Oh, yeah, we are. Oh, yeah, we are. We're going to write a book. We're going to travel. And we're going to gain a profit. Okay? Somebody wants to say sorry. Maybe a Patreon person. No, thank you. They want to say sorry, all right, about this real estate. Okay? And about this playing with people's drinks. Okay, because I saw Genevieve Niger playing in Adewale's drinks, all right? And they bring in awkwardness, blindness. They put this masculine into a blind situation. And you know what that blind situation was? A trap. Oh, yeah, because Genevieve Niger is very disturbed. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She made a promise with the devil. Oh, yes, she did. Oh, yes, she did. This third world person, okay, that's imagination. runs wild with them because they are the bootleg cartel. Oh yeah, because this one thinks she's a mafia. All right, but instead we're going to learn, because this is Earth School. We're here to graduate from our lessons of flaws, so we don't stay in the devil energy. Okay, because we want to connect the personality with the soul, because outside of us is what changes us away from the soul. But the more we clean ourselves up, the more we align with the soul. Okay, so we're going to use this experience, okay, all of us. All right, remember, we all are pages of the Bible, we all are pages of the Quran. We can all learn from each other to ascend joyfully, highly to God. All right, so we want to ascend joyfully to God. All right, we want to create heaven on earth, but we've got to understand energy. All right, so my story seems to pipe out a lot. All right, because the saints want us to talk about it so you can understand from my experience. It's real. Because a lot of things, when we talk about soulmates, or have looked at avatar readers, all right, they're more talking about, all right, you are doing this and you are doing that. There's no one that has relation or an example. And this is where I come in. I would like to give you an example, because soulmates are real. I've had my soulmate connection for about 40 odd years now, but more so 4 years. I have spoken to my soulmate, Adiwali Kimurabaji, for 4.5 years now. All right. Before that was 8 years. They told me study oil and gas. All right. Black and gold. Okay. I've got my master's in that now. MBA global business and in oil and gas. Please, people, I'm trying to teach you to go within and trust your intuition. Don't trust too much outside of yourself. Write your dreams down, or when you see signs outside yourself, learn from the universe. The universe does not work against us. The universe works with us. We have to understand the universal language. That's it. Once we understand it, because right now we're being immature children because we don't understand the language. This is why probably we're clashing. We got bullies around. We need to understand the language of the universe, and it's love and truth. That's it. Because remember, you got G-O-D, gold or diamonds, yeah? Because it drives you into the devil energy. But when you look at the word good, take one O out, what do you have? G-O-D, God. God just asks us to be good, so we can go into oneness, the O, the extra O, to remind us about the universe. Go into mind, body, soul, and the heart. We forgot about the heart. Mind, body, soul, heart. That drives you into the divine masculine and divine energy. Do you understand? So you can find your soulmate. So we can be more closer to God. When God's head comes out of that sky, because I saw it, especially when the temple's built, there you go. God comes home. God is coming home. But we have to be good children. We can't say Jesus saved us from our sins and we're still being sinful. That's wrong, people, man. You wouldn't like me to give you my one son. You wouldn't. Put yourself in God's shoes once and for once and for once only. What's that word again, that saying? Just do it, man. Just put yourself in God's shoes for once, all right? And think, if that was my son and I can never have children, that was my one. This is what the story I've been told from. Everyone's been told. His one son he gave. Do you understand? For us to be forgiven of our sins. Why are you not still sinning? Let me tell you something, you know. You see, that's my one son, and you lot are still singing. I don't care. You could have stolen a penny, you're perishing. Say my name, you know. Say my son's name every time you get your so-called blessings and you haven't done it in the right way, with the right intentions, right energy, right action, you get perished. It's wrong. Every lie that was told needs to be the truth. And every penny that was stolen, it had to be given back. God is coming. It's not a joke around here. If you want to go to the afterlife, have respect for it first here. No point going to the moon when you got no respect. And also, I saw Elon Musk. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to tell you his future. All right? All right, my darlings. Remember, walk in love, talk in truth. Bye.